Good morning, students, and welcome to Social Studies with Ms. Cartwright. Welcome. Hope you guys all had a beautiful Christmas holiday. So today we are going to jump right in to our lesson. Okay? And so we are talking about the Arawaks and how they came to the Bahamas. So our objective today is to describe the migration pattern of the Arawaks, being that we want to talk about how the Arawaks came to our country, how they got here. Okay? So where did the Arawaks come from? The Arawaks were amongst the many Amerindian tribes whose forefathers had migrated to North America from Asia by way of the Bering Strait between 40,000 to 60,000 years ago. So the Arawaks came from Asia. They were amongst many other tribes, thousands of other people. And they came to the Bahamas. They came to the Caribbean by way of the Bering Strait. And we know that the strait is a little piece of water. We remember that from our previous class. And between 40 to 60,000 years ago, none of us were even here, guys. Okay? And they did this during the Ice Age as they were looking for food. So they were in search of food. They were in search of a better way of life. It was so cold during the Ice Age. People were freezing to death. The food was freezing. No plants could grow. And so they had to look and seek a better way of life, seek a warmer climate in order to survive. And if you look here, you can see, I'm showing you the Bering Strait. You see that little piece of water that showed us how Asia is so close to North and South America. And that's how they got. That's how they got to where they were in the Caribbean. They used that little passage, guys. Okay. And there were nomadic people who followed the buffalo, deer, and giant mammoth that they hunted. As you can see, I'm showing you a picture of the giant mammoth because it doesn't exist today. It's now extinct. What does the term nomadic mean? I know you guys would have heard this before in our earlier lessons. But we know that nomadic means roaming about from place to place, aimlessly, frequently, or without a fixed pattern of movement. So they were just looking for a place to go, a place to survive, a place that they could call home, guys. They were looking for somewhere that they could live, somewhere where they could survive and be comfortable. But of course, this wasn't always, it wasn't always peaceful for them. They were constantly being followed by the Caribs, Kalinahos, a fierce tribe. This tribe was always interested in war, always trying to attack the Arawaks, steal their food, steal their women, go to war with them. So this is how the Arawaks came to South America. They settled along the northern banks of the Orinoco River. Around 250 BC, the Taino Arawaks moved up through islands of the Lesser Antilles in canoes. And so now we see the Arawaks in their canoe. And now we see here a map of the Lesser Antilles. And I know that all of these islands should be familiar to you all. All of these islands are familiar. You guys know each and every one of these. So they then reached and settled in the Greater Antilles, Cuba, Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and many of the islands in the Bahamas. Okay? So you could see that these are some of the islands that they then settled in the Greater Antilles after they were so tired of the Tainos, the Caribs, the Kalinahos attacking them, following them, always wanting to go to war. They then settled here. Here's a map of the Greater Antilles, and you guys know each and every one of these islands. Okay, guys, so we've come to the end. As I know, this is the end of our session. We are to recall a few facts. We know the Arawaks came from Asia. They came to the Bahamas by way of the Bering Strait. When they got there into the Caribbean region, it wasn't always peaceful for them. The Caribs were always trying to attack them, steal their food. And so they had to keep searching for a place until finally they came to the Greater Antilles.